This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
We begin with the developing story at St. Louis Lambert International Airport. Right now, there's a large emergency response at the Southwest Terminal. Now, we've learned there was a small fire at a Burger King restaurant inside the terminal this afternoon, but it has since been put out, and officials there are telling us no one was hurt in that fire. Right now, a new respiratory illness for dogs is spreading across the country, posing a threat to pets. Animal experts are advising owners when to be alarmed. Good evening, everyone. I'm Robert Townsend. Health officials say some dogs that come down with the illness contract pneumonia, which can lead to death. This week, we've reported on cases out of Illinois. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings spoke with a local vet to learn more.
We see a lot of dogs, and we have not seen an uptick in respiratory illness.
So far, so good at Fox Creek Veterinary Hospital. These canines are ready for Christmas.
So we're looking for pneumonia.
As a daunting illness in their community lurks across the country.
We don't necessarily know what's causing it, and we have a lot of really bright minds that are working at that right now to try to figure out what's at the root of it.
There's been multiple cases reported across the country, including Illinois. Dr. Stu Robson and his colleagues are glad to at least know what the sickness can do.
If your pet is coughing, if it has a fever, if it's not eating, those are things that you definitely want to go in and see your vet. The worry is if this develops into pneumonia.
Robson says the research is just underway.
There's other possibilities that could be causing it that's not infectious as well. There's environmental things.
Health experts are prepared to document cases.
Veterinary school, there's state labs. We have all kinds of great resources that we can report to, but your local veterinarian is that first line.
The holidays are in full effect. Christmas is right around the corner, and so some people are wondering, can I board or travel with my pet?
I personally would not cancel any of my plans to travel and to board my pet. You know, there are great boarding facilities in St. Louis that take every precaution to protect your pet.
As your dog dashes through the season, remember to stay vigilant.
Number one, get your pet vaccinated and just protect them for the things that you can protect them for right now. Number two, if your dog does have symptoms, just call your vet.
Travis Cummings, 5 on your side.
Some cases of the pneumonia progress quickly, making dogs very sick within 24 to 36 hours. We know the illness spreads between dogs, but it's important to know if it can spread to our other loved ones. We were asked to verify whether that illness can be transmitted to cats or humans. Here's what Ariana Daytel learned.
A mystery illness is causing some dogs across the country to develop pneumonia, and in rare cases, it can lead to death. Multiple verified viewers, including Joe and Francis, asked us whether the illness can also spread to cats and humans. To verify, we reached out to the American Veterinary Medical Association, multiple state veterinary associations, and health centers across the country. To date, there is no evidence that the mystery illness has been transmitted to humans, according to both the Washington State Department of Agriculture and the University of New Hampshire College of Life Sciences and Agriculture. A spokesperson for the American Veterinary Medical Association says they don't think it's likely dogs could infect their owners. The North Springs Veterinary Center in Colorado has treated around 35 cases of the illness since October. The center's CEO, Dr. Lindsay Ganser, confirmed there is also no evidence that this respiratory pathogen is transmittable from species to species either. So your cats appear to be safe too. So we can verify there is no evidence the respiratory illness affecting dogs can be passed to cats or humans. But according to the American Veterinary Medical Association, since the cause of the illness is still being investigated, it's a good idea to thoroughly wash your hands after handling your or other dogs. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Have something you'd like us to verify? Send us an email to verify@ksdk.com. Tonight, charges have been filed against a suspected shooter from St. Genevieve. The shooting happened yesterday around 10 a.m. This put the two victims in the hospital where they are still undergoing treatment today. The suspect turned the gun on himself and fired, but is expected to survive. Now, police have identified him as Brian Whipfler. He's charged with domestic assault, unlawful use of a weapon, and armed criminal action. Tonight, a former county council member is honored with a trail in Fogarty Park. A ribbon cutting there marked the official opening of the Hazel Irby Trail. The trail's namesake honors the first Black woman to be elected to the St. Louis County Council in 2004. Irby passed away in 2021. She was 75 years old. Right now, Baldwin police are looking for the suspect who robbed a bank. It happened at the PNC Bank on Manchester Road just before 1 this afternoon. Now, police say the suspect produced a written note to a teller demanding money. Once he left, the suspect was last seen heading west wearing dark clothing and a mask. This is a developing story. We will pass on more information as soon as we get it. Time now for our first look at weather. Jim, this first Saturday of December is a cloudy one, but not too bad overall, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. You know, we're finally below average temperature-wise. We're in the 40s, in fact, low and mid-40s in most areas. Now that rain, that next little system's coming in. Not as big as the last one. The last system, we had some beneficial rain, about a ½ an inch to an inch, and now some light showers moving into Farmington and then back toward Phelps County around Raleigh-Vichy. So right now, though, the metro is cloudy. You can see all that rain again, very light from Phelps County all the way into Columbia. And a little bit of yellow is beginning to pop up. Let's zoom in to Crawford County and also right around really just to the south of Cuba and also to the north of Viburnum. So you might get a downpour real quickly, and then this is going to move through really fast. So over the next 12 hours, a chance of that light rain, probably a 1/10 of an inch or less for most of us. And then as we get toward the morning hours before sunrise, this moves out of here. But there's a couple more systems moving our way. I'll time those out for you coming up in just a bit.
Well, it's the season of giving here in St. Louis. Many places around town are hosting toy drives to help brighten up the holidays for kids in need. Here are just a few we saw today. STL Youth Sports Outreach has been collecting gifts for local families for about 15 years now. And today they continued the tradition at Sue Waller's Bar and Grill in St. Louis. Now they had a toy drive and visits from Santa and Mrs. Claus. For about 10 years now, the Kirkwood Fire Department has worked with the Marines and Toys for Tots to make the holidays a bit brighter for those in need. And to do that again this year, Kirkwood Firehouse Engine 1 turned its engine bay into Santa's workshop. Guests can have a chance to see the fire engines up close before meeting the big man in red.
We like having it at the firehouse. We like being able to open our doors and let people come into the fire station, kind of see the fire trucks. And so now we just have a little party. They love Santa Claus, they love fire trucks, and so why not combine them together and spread some joy?
The toy drive ran from 11 a.m. until 3 this afternoon, but if you didn't make it today, they will still be collecting toys through December 14th. And over in St. Charles, another toy drive, but this one you can see that's where people got inked for the holidays. Permanent Vacation Tattoo is hosting their annual Toys for Tats fundraiser for the foster adoption support team. Now, donating a toy worth $25 can get you a piercing, and a toy worth $50 will get you a free tattoo. Joe Cumby has been hosting this event for the last 7 years now, and he tells us it's all about thanking those who help out.
We have guest artists from Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois. You know, there's over 30 tattoo artists in there right now. Well, we wouldn't be able to do this without the guest artists that are coming out. We're super thankful for them and for their time. We're thankful for the firefighters to be here with us, helping us out.
People have been lining up since 12:30 this morning to get their ink, and there's still a chance for you to get a tat. Now, the event runs until 7 o'clock tonight. Lots of little wishes granted in Sunset Hills, how you can still grant some yourself. And this little guy hidden around the South Grand neighborhood, what you can win if you find him.